I wanted to make a video for today just explaining what's happened. So here goes. This was supposed to be a rest day, but instead I had a bit of fun. I was just playing football a little bit. I did a little bit of a kickabout, and I did this both before and after my fitness coach shift, and it's definitely made doing work more fun and that type of work more fun. And I find that I'm not taking that role as serious anymore, which I think I like quite a bit, because now that I do that, I can function within that role seriously but not let it affect my mental health anywhere near as much as I otherwise would have when I'd technically be off shift, not in the gym and not obligated to work there with the specific job responsibilities I have. But obviously, even though I might not be in the gym doing those or have be legally obligated to follow those responsibilities, that role would play a part. It would play a part in what I think, what's going on in my mind. And I'd say that I personally consider that being on shift, having thoughts related to being on shift, to me is essentially the same as being on shift, but not, very obviously not during the hours I'd be legally obligated to manage the gym floor as a fitness coach. But it definitely does matter to me how much I'd think about following through with the role. And to make that relevant to what I was just saying, although I definitely did think about it quite a bit after, it wasn't as the word bad comes to mind, but that's not really what I'm trying to say. I just want to think about it as seriously. I wouldn't worry as much. That's the point I'm trying to get across, because there might be certain comments, certain things that my manager might have brought up with me which I'd worry about that I'm not doing properly. And from there, without hobbies of mine, I might think that if I'm to not follow such boundaries over and over again, not because I wouldn't want to out of rebellion, but rather because of sheer incompetence, then I might lose my job. I don't have such thoughts anymore as much. Such comments, I would think of such comments, but not as seriously. I can let myself think about other things. Anyway, enough of me repeating myself. I can honestly say that I enjoyed today, even though, like I said, I planned to have today as a rest day. I did do that little kickabout and I've had a lot of rest. I'm going to be going off to sleep, but I've had a nap, less than 3 hours or so, and I'll be getting this sleep as well. A major note that I wanted to make just before filming this video was, it seems to me as though I'm getting a much better hang of countering burnout than I might have otherwise done. Now that I've got 2 clients instead of none, I have more money for doing what I want to do outside of PTing, like traveling. So with that in mind, I'm enjoying my way of life a lot more. I definitely am more out of shape than before, but with the help of my exercise rota, I'd like to imagine that I bring it back. My body fat percentage in April compared to now was, my body fat percentage now compared to April is definitely much higher, and I don't like how I got there. I got to this higher body fat percentage by binge eating, so that's why I don't like where I'm at as much as I otherwise might do if I hadn't been binge eating. But I think I definitely will be able to recover from it and learn how to not rebound, which Akash Vagela from Transform Your Body, Transform Your Life talks about in his Avoiding the Rebound chapter. I've been reading that book on and off for years, and I think that it might have, the thoughts that I've had and the actions that I've taken based off that book might have helped me more than I realise, because I think such things have been a stepping stone to more serious life-changing actions, such as my personal training course. I think this has been one of the most life-changing things I've probably ever done, which relates to what I do on a daily basis, because it determines, my project management skills help me determine how much or how little I do on a daily basis, and therefore how much I talk about and how much I do on this channel. This course, I think, has helped me understand, or at least have a much clearer and honest perspective on what it takes to be able to follow through with a plan of some sort. I'll be following through with a 12-week plan, and I've fallen off quite a bit with it. I haven't stopped completely. I've got one session that I'll be doing with the case study, but unlike in previous weeks, they're doing their own thing more when it's my responsibility to give them their sessions. They don't have to pay for them, but if I'm going to do something at these sessions, then I definitely should be doing them just as planned. But the reason why I haven't as much compared to starting weeks is because my diary and the case studies diary isn't matching up as much anymore. I want to have one day off a week, but if I were to have either 2 or 3 sessions or more with the case study, then it would be almost certain, because of their diary, that I would be doing personal trainer work with them on a Sunday, which would then mean I'll be making it way too easy to burn out, because I might be working every day of the week, and I don't want that. My situation isn't so serious or so dire that I need to work every day of the week. I'll be better off resting and then do the work I'd want to do, that's PT related or fitness coach related, with a sharp mind rather than with a blunt one, due to working every single day. That's not how I want to live. It doesn't even matter to me that I am the age I'm at and I have this much youth at this point. It doesn't matter to me. I need my rest like everyone else. I would say as a teenager I probably would have been able to handle it a bit better, but nah, I don't want an excessively physical lifestyle, regardless of how much I could be doing or how many places I could be going in theory. I'd break down, and I've learned how to counter physical breakdowns, even though I do a very physically active job. Anyway, I've got a lot in store for me in all aspects of my life. I just need to keep going. The money will keep coming. I just need to put myself out there a bit more, perhaps, and learn a bit more about business. I have to be way more business savvy than I am now to make more money. Yeah, PT wise, probably like 70% business, 30% fitness, really. But I'm learning. I'm a rookie and I'm learning. So cheers to keeping it up. But for now, I'm off. I'm done. If I don't live another day, at least I've had fun today. Bye now.